Hello, it's Stuart, the unrepentant atheist, and we've got Ahmed Eshrah against Matt Dillahunty debating the question, does God exist? This went out fairly recently on the Finding Truth channel. James is tired, and just having a look, 12 days ago it went out. Today, I think it's February the 22nd, 2023. Okay. So it's got 7,000 views in 12 days. I mean, okay, most of my videos score a sort of 1,000 to 2,000 views. I'm a minor atheist channel, but 7,000 views is fairly pathetic, to be honest with you. And I do question whether Matt should be really appearing on these formats and channels, which seem to have very limited coverage. But worse than that, the actual debate was so poor. I listened to it yesterday while I was working. I picked up, I think, nearly everything that was said. And the main point that I got, the main argument that was coming from Ahmed, was really based on intelligent design. He kept coming back to this beaver. How does a beaver know how to build a dam? And it must be that God designed the beaver that way. So he had ruled out any naturalistic explanation, ruled out the entire theory of evolution, which obviously has got so much to support it. And really, Matt rebutted him on that basis. And how on earth they got to, 1 hour and 44 minutes on this video just is unbelievable. It looked to me like they kept coming back to the same point. They kept coming back to this beaver, and then Matt had got to rebut him again and again, really with exactly the same rebuttal. It's interesting, though, that with intelligent design, for example, he uses the example of this sort of cute, furry beaver beavering away and making a dam when it sees water flooding in. How does it know how to do it? And he's saying, well, he said that it's been demonstrated that if you take a young beaver away from its parents and leave it on its own, it will also build a dam. So it's not that the parents are passing on the knowledge. And Matt pointed out quite nicely that if it's sitting in its, I don't know, whatever you call it, and it sees water coming in, the natural thing to do, anybody would do, I would do if I was in that position, is try and block it with mud, to stop the water from coming in. So even if it's not a matter of instinct, it's a sort of practical necessity that any organism that had the ability to do that might, through trial and error, try to do it. So his argument for intelligent design actually is one of the poorest I've ever seen put forward. It makes Christian proponents of intelligent design look decidedly sophisticated, the way that he kept coming back to this beaver time and time again. But what I'm wondering is, and not just with Ahmed, but with others who push the intelligent design, that God made the beaver and he gave it this, he programmed it as such and designed it so that it already knew how to build dams when it was born. Why does he not use an example of, say, a human parasite like a tapeworm, that God made the tapeworm so that it knew that when it found itself in the intestines of a human being, it knew how to occupy the host and exploit it, lay its eggs? Why don't they use these examples, or the examples of parasites that burrow into the eyes and lay eggs, and all these horrible things that nature also does? Why do they always go to cute beavers and badgers and all the sort of nice cute animals that we like? They never go to viruses, for example. Okay, so there's nothing really else to say about it, only that I found it a very disappointing debate. And personally, I've found that when Matt's debating Muslims, the debates are generally far worse, if that's possible, than when he debates Christians. I see more, on the whole, sophistication, shall I say, coming from Christians with their arguments than Muslims. Of course, they're all inadequate, but at least they're kind of more robust in the sense that you've got to do a bit of work to break them down. They take some breaking down, like the Kalam cosmological argument. It can't be so easily dismissed. It's got to be very, very carefully deconstructed and dismissed. But with intelligent design, it's so easy to dismiss, particularly the way that Ahmed presented it. I really did not consider that it was worth spending 1 hour and 44 minutes on this video. So I did actually watch it all the way through. There was a question and answer set, obviously from the audience, but I'm not going to go through those. So if you saw it, let me know what you think. I'd be very interested to know. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. Bye.